We actually got our first initial round of funding. A first investment to a startup is like such a huge milestone. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It has been a while, but I have some updates. You remember that startup I have? Well, I was able to convince a powerhouse woman to be my co-founder, and then we changed our name. We are now VisiSmart Property Management System, and we actually got our first initial round of funding. This is pre-seed funding. So it's going to help us finish MVP and hire our first initial team members, which is huge. It's like a huge first milestone for us. We actually received our first initial funding from a venture capitalist company through an accelerator program. We're part of the I2E Bridge 2 program. We first started in the E3 program, and then right as that one was ending, we got pushed into the next one. And this next one actually came with a little bit of funding. These types of programs are available to you. If you're in the United States, there's a lot of opportunities that you have, including the Small Business Development Center, who can share resources for free. They can set you up with an advisor for free, which is amazing. And then accelerator and incubator programs. Now, these you have to apply for, but if you put in the work and you really work with them to improve your pitch and make things better and show them what you're working on, they will be willing to help. And lucky for us, we got through to a funded accelerator program. I have a list of 10 things that I've learned throughout this process that I think would be really valuable to share. Let's go. Lesson number 1. Start with a really good idea and goal. As time goes on, you're going to be clarifying these ideas. It can start messy, but really hone in on exactly what you're making that solves an actual problem for people. 2, do really in-depth competitor research. Nobody likes to hear that your idea is the only one like it, or that you don't have any competitors because it's a completely new thing. Venture capitalists hear that all the time, and they're not really interested in that. That really just shows that you haven't done your research. There are going to be competitors in every single niche and every single company. So make sure you know exactly who your competitors are and exactly how they got to where they are. Start from how they started their company and if they've had any acquisitions and how they've gone through their processes so that you can gain some insight and see what your trajectory has the possibility of. 3, do validated customer discovery. What we did, we got on the phones, we went through friends of friends, we got connected to people who would be our target customer, and then we asked them very specific questions. We put together an entire script. Would this be helpful for you? What are you using currently? And would you be willing to switch? If this was offered as a pilot program, would you participate? Would you be willing to pay for this? How much would you be willing to pay? All of those things are super important to ask. And it also depends on what you're making. But doing in-depth customer discovery like this will actually really de-risk your company. Don't make any assumptions about what your customer wants. Ask them. 4, everybody and their mom says that they have an AI company. That means AI is now considered a fad and nobody wants to hear about it. Everyone is saying that their company is AI, even if it's not. So instead of telling people that you have an AI company or an AI agency, you just have to be able to solve a problem. And it doesn't really matter what you're using to solve that problem as long as it works. We actually changed our name and our branding from Automagic AI Solutions to VisiSmart Property Management System. 5, have patience. Take things slowly and methodically. If you go slowly and focus on the foundation to build on, you will be much better for it. And your company has more of a chance of success and more of a chance to thrive. 6, be coachable. Be comfortable around people who are way smarter than you and just be grateful to be in their presence and being able to absorb the information that they're sharing with you. Not everybody gets these types of opportunities. So if you are around somebody who has had some sort of success or has a lot of experience really value that. I would suggest speaking to a lot of grandparents and people who are much older because their experience is invaluable. They will have so much great knowledge for you. And though they might have ways of doing things that are a little bit outdated, you can take what they're teaching you and apply it in your own way. If you maintain a base level of learning and gratitude, the world just opens up for you. If you take anything from this video, I hope that's what it is. 7, be resilient. This is a big one because there are tons of ups and downs in entrepreneurship. And there will be many times where there is a huge emergency and you will have to perform under a ton of pressure and stay calm through all of the storms and obstacles that come your way. There will be many times where you will fall and you have to get back up, dust yourself off, and keep going. 8, IP theft is actually common among founders. Older CEOs and business owners have emphasized how it really happens to everyone. And your ability to continue and stay resilient and keep going through those types of struggles will make the difference. People who have to steal ideas are usually not the ones who will be able to persevere and bring those to market. The person with the idea is usually the one who has the passion and the mission for it, and they will make it a reality. After I had that initial IP theft situation, I went to a friend and she recommended her friend, who was also a lawyer. And when we connected, I shared my story, I shared my product, everything that was going on at the moment. And though I knew that I probably wouldn't be able to help that situation, I wanted to help protect it in the future. So I was looking into a patent. The more that we ended up talking to one another, the more it just flowed organically. And at a certain point, she just told me, like, you know what? I am on board and I will come in with you. I will be your co-founder. And that was just like a huge moment. The first time I ever met my co-founder, I teared up. Like something in my soul was telling me that this was going to be a lasting relationship. Not only is she a lawyer, but she is also a powerhouse COO and startup and innovator, and somebody who is just a joy to work with, somebody who has taught me so much already. After she came on board, I had already applied to this accelerator program and I already had a pitch deck. She helped me improve it. It happened super organically. We started working together daily after that and building this trust amongst each other. It gave me the push to continue being resilient after having everything stolen from me the first time. And 10, take care of your well-being. This one is huge. When you're super busy and spreading yourself really thin, it can be easy to forego things like eating and sleeping and exercising. But those are the things that keep you healthy to be able to execute. Have some sort of routine that allows you to stay healthy. Try to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. Some people can operate on 4 to 6. Some people need 9 to 10. Know your body and just be okay with that. Get as much sleep as you need to function. That is the time when your brain is really processing all of the information from the day and rebuilding itself. Make time to exercise. Make it a hobby. Make it something that you love doing. I sometimes find that if I am super overworked and super stressed out and being spread really thin, if I go to the gym and dance it off, it just feels better. And I'm able to get back to work and I don't have that feeling of stress or strain anymore. Also, get rid of all your vices. If you like to drink or smoke or do anything like that, like I promise, if you let it go, your life will just skyrocket. It can really happen to anyone. If you have the passion, if you have the ability to focus, on something for an extended period of time, you are already half of the way there. Find resources and be resourceful. Find programs, find grants, find opportunities that are around you and go after them. Go to networking events, meet people. There is so much at your disposal. The world is your oyster, and anybody can do this. I am a mom of two very young children, and I am traversing all of these obstacles with a startup and managing a property management business on the side of that. It's all possible. You can do everything. As long as you go step by step, it can totally pay off. I am living proof of this so far, and it's only the starting line. A first investment to a startup is like such a huge milestone. Not everybody gets that chance, and we aim to make everybody super proud. I really hope that any of these lessons can serve you and inspire you to start your own entrepreneurship journey. There's just so much at our fingertips right now, especially with AI, and you can actually help the world with it. We have all won the genetic lottery by being on Earth at this time. All right, that's all. It's everything that I have for you today. Bye.